Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the laws that we've created for ourselves. There's universal laws, and then there's laws that we actually create for ourselves by saying it over and over and over and over and over. And for most people that I've studied and been a part of and had conversations with, they're negative, right? If you're at bingo, and this happens to a lot of people, just you're at bingo and there you have a friend that always wins, right? You either unconsciously or consciously or verbally or internally say, they're lucky, I never win, right? And you've said that so many times, that becomes a belief in your subconscious. So what is its job now? To make sure you don't win. Do not let the simplicity of this truth hold you back. This is what's going on. You have created your reality through thinking and speaking and feeling. Everything that comes into your life comes into your life easily. I hear it all the time. I always pick the same type of guy, right? They're cheaters, or they're angry, or they're whatever. Right? You've created that law for yourself. Or I can never lose weight, or I never win. Right? You've created your own law. Right? There's people that believe wherever they go, they're going to find an amazing parking spot, and they get it. And then there's people who always say, I never get a good parking spot. I always have to park way the heck out in the middle of nowhere. Or when my food comes, it's always messed up. I get an order at the restaurant, and then when my food always comes out, it's either always last, or they forgot my order, or they screwed it up. You have to pay attention to this. This is going on in your life, I promise you. So the 95% of your day, everything that comes to you is unconscious. It's all habitual programmed through repetition. We are trying to change that to where the 5% of your day and the 95% of your day, which would make 100% of your day, is going to be your new program that supports everything you want. Right? Most people are living through their day getting the 95% results that are their beliefs that they're unaware of, and spending 5% of their day trying to change it. You can't do that. You have to change your download. You have to change these habits, and you have to change your beliefs. And then with your new belief systems, all of those things that you really want, because most of our beliefs are things we don't want. You have to grasp this. You have to write it down and look at it. This has to become an aha moment for you. Your whole life will change. You will be very aware, oh my gosh, I am getting everything I don't want because I've said it so many times, or I believe I've made that a belief for myself, right? And you have to push all of this old conditioning out. And it's not easy, right? Two ways to change your paradigm: traumatic experience or repetition, right? If you don't have a traumatic experience that hasn't happened in your life and shaken you to the core, you have to use repetition. And the more you can do it, and the more you can be present, the quicker it will change, right? Speaking is extremely important. If you don't have anything good to say, you need to change that habit and not say anything then, internally or externally. You're going to become very aware of how negative you are. So I've asked you guys to record your conversations so you can see how much negative stuff you're talking about, right? Are you glass half full or glass half empty, right? Once you become aware of what you are, you can change it, right? You have to become aware. Everything is an awareness. You can't change anything unless you become aware of what you are. But I've said it before. If you're trying to get somewhere and you use your GPS can't get you to wherever you're trying to go until it knows where you're at. That is as true as it is for you. If you're trying to change who you are and change your results, you have to be honest with where are you, right? I'm extremely negative, or I'm extremely judgmental, or I have extreme low self-esteem, or, I built all of these laws for myself that I don't deserve anything good and I can't win. Okay, now you know where you are. Now you can change it. But if you try and act like, well, I'm not like that, and you won't take the time to actually write things down and look at them to change it, to become at least aware of who you are, right? If you keep attracting the same kind of partner and you won't look in the mirror, you're just going to keep attracting that kind of partner. Everything in your life is attracted to you through the vibrations that you release. What kind of vibrations are you releasing? right? This is where people get it wrong. They think the law of attraction is just for good. It's not. You're using the law of attraction all day, every day. Everything that comes in your life is through the law of attraction. So if your life isn't very good, it's through the law of attraction. If your life's really good, it's through the law of attraction. It's not just for good or just for bad, right? And it's a mind battle. You have to understand that. And fear is the mind killer. So once you become aware of these simple concepts, you can start changing your belief systems through repetition, right? And then you can start building a law for yourself that you always get a good parking spot, or that you're beautiful and everyone loves you, or that you attract only amazing people in your life that help you, or you attract large sums of money that you get to keep and have fun with and bless people, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Or you can become the best author that's ever lived, or the best scholar, or you can start your own school system. Whatever it is that you want to change, if you can get, Wayne Dyer said it the best, your ego is edging God out. Your body's done this so much, it is the master, and your mind is the servant. You need to flip that. You need to get your mind in control and tell your body what to do like an animal. When you tell your dog to sit and it sits, that's where you need to get your body to. I said sit and meditate, right? And in the beginning, your body's in control. So when you start to try to meditate, your nose is going to itch, or you're going to have to all of a sudden pee, or your mind's going to wander because your body's in control. I see this all the time with guys. Their flesh is in control of them. They can't help but cheat because their body has control of all of their actions. They can't command themselves to just be with one person or love one person, right? And they have low self-esteem. So they attach self-esteem to sleeping with lots of people, even though it hurts the person they're with, right? I see this all the time when people are arguing. They both want to be right because none of them have an awareness. If you just step back and let that emotion wash over the person who's screaming at you, within 90 to 120 seconds, that emotion will wash away and they will calm down. And you can sit them down and have a real conversation. Right? But they say something and then you say something and then they escalate and then you escalate, all because your body's in control. Your mind's not even in the game, right? So we're getting all this old conditioning out. We have to become aware of what's really going on. What is your habit? When you get up in the morning, what do you do? Are you on your phone? Are you scrolling? Are you telling yourself you're still tired and you don't want to get out of bed? Like what's your habits through the day? You hit snooze 16 times, like you start to become aware of the habits that you have. That is your program. You have to start changing those things. You can't become a different person with the same personality. And you can't change your reality as this personality. You have to change your personality and you will get a different reality, right? I don't want you to get caught in the trap of fixating on one thing. Money, 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 or love, 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 or health, health, health. Right? And neglect the other parts, right? You need health, wealth, love, and happiness. You have to have all four of those to be well-rounded. But I've said it before, there's no point in being a billionaire if you're in a wheelchair. There's no point in having an amazing relationship if you're broke and living on the street. To me, right? You want to be well-rounded. You want to have an amazing relationship in an amazing house with an amazing income and with amazing health. So you can express yourself and help people and be excited and in spirit. It's hard to be in spirit when you have lack and limitation in any area of your life, right? If you're addicted to eating bad food, okay, but I don't want you just to solely fixate on that, right? You might be addicted to eating bad food and you're overweight, but you also want to become one with God so that you can be happy and healthy. Right? There's no sense in going to the doctor and getting a shot and losing a bunch of weight if you didn't do anything internally, right? If you paint the outside of your house, the kitchen's still the same. You might have made the outside of the house look amazing, but when people come in, what are they going to see? An old, nasty kitchen. The same is true with you. You can get plastic surgery. You can get on Ozempic. You can do all of these things. You can do the quick fix. But if you don't change anything internally, wherever you go, that goes with you. So if you get all skinny and thinking you're pretty and get all this plastic surgery, but you're really miserable inside, what's the point? You're not going to have a good relationship with anyone because you don't feel good about yourself internally. You won't be able to see the beauty when you look in the mirror because you know internally you're screwed up and you have low self-esteem. and you're angry and bitter, right? These are all, right? We can't just fixate on the outside. We have to look inward, have to change the inward. And when you change the inward, the outward changes. Wrinkles fade away. Gray hair goes back to dark, right? Like you start to see these little changes on the physical from doing the internal. You feel better. Your skin looks better. Your smile's brighter. Colors are brighter. The energy field around you grows. People are attracted to that. But if you let your ego get in the way constantly and never change any of that, you're going to keep getting the same result. This is what I hear it all the time. I always end up attracting the same type of person. Or I never win. Or I never get the good job opportunities. You know, my friend does, I don't, right? You need to build the law for yourself through repetition. And you say it over and over and over and over and over and over and over until you change that belief, which all starts with an awareness that you have a belief that doesn't support what you truly want. And then in the beginning, yeah, you're going to feel stupid. Wow, why did I build all these beliefs that are bad? Because if you're programming, what kind of environment were you in growing up? That is going to be your program for the rest of your life unless you become aware and change it. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to keep hammering on all of this, the simplicity of all of this in the beginning. The how and the when doesn't matter. You need to change habits. You need to become aware of what you're thinking and change it. Once you start doing that process, next year we'll get into all of the other cool stuff, right? But you can't get, none of that matters if you stay the same person. It doesn't matter how amazing God is if you're in a negative state and can't get out of it. It doesn't benefit you. Just a little quick note, they've done lots of studies, peer-reviewed scientific studies. Just reading the Bible 4 days a week helps you tremendously, even if you're not understanding any of it. Just opening up the Bible 4 days a week and reading some scripture. Anxiety goes away. Fear starts to go away, right? You're changing your vibration. Your health gets better, right? When you keep having all these negative thoughts and you never do nothing about it, the negative thought releases chemicals into your body. If they're negative, they're destructive. We've gone over this. Negative, disintegration. Positive, acceleration. You have to believe that. You have to do enough study until where you truly believe that. That is what's going on. Spirit is going to and through you, trying to express amazingness through you. Quit getting in the way. Step out of the way and have faith and let it express amazingness out of you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Hit your notifications. Ask questions. We want to engage with you guys. So appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.